Hello and welcome to HW News. In the recent times, the country's top judiciary has grabbed the headlines for various reasons. The most recent and extensively covered was the contempt of court notice issued to activist lawyer Prashant Bhushan. In his affidavit, Prashant Bhushan had listed reasons for his comments on the judiciary and the CJIs in his tweets on which the court took suo motu cognizance. The case put India's Supreme Court on the center stage of country's attention. Almost a month later, another war has hit the doorstep of the Supreme Court, and this time it is Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy who has gone all out against the next in line to be the Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court Justice N.V. Ramana. What started as confrontation between the two may have snowballed into an open war. On Sunday, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy wrote a letter to Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde complaining about his Supreme Court colleague N.V. Ramana. He alleged that Ramana, who is set to take oath as the new Chief Justice of India, has been influencing the sittings of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, including the roster of a few honorable judges. The letter also sought to point fingers towards the alleged proximity between Justice N.V. Ramana and TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu. Now, Jagan Mohan Reddy's YSR Congress ousted TDP from power in the state in the last year's assembly elections. Since then, the TDP has accused the chief minister of going after their leader Chandrababu Naidu, the former chief minister of the state, and various other leaders. The chief minister's letter to Chief Justice of India also mentioned an anti-corruption bureau investigation into the questionable transactions of land involving two daughters of Justice Ramana and others in Amravati before it was declared the site for the new capital of the state. Now, the letter that goes into 8 pages is dated October 6, but it was released to the media in Hyderabad on Saturday by Ajay Kallam. Ajay Kallam is principal advisor to Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister. In this letter, the YSR Congress chief has also alleged that Justice N.V. Ramana could have influenced the appointments of judges of Andhra Pradesh High Court. This, according to the state government, was done to shield the TDP leaders who are facing various cases in the court. The Chief Minister has mentioned instances of how matters important to Telugu Desam Party have been allocated to a few honorable judges and has detailed this in an annexure. The letter further states that ever since the YSR Congress Party gained power in May 2019 and ordered inquiry into all the deals made by the regime of N. Chandrababu Naidu from June 2014 to May 2019, Justice N.V. Ramana started influencing the course of administration of justice in the state. The Chief Minister also alleged that another investigation into the land dealings by an official who was very close to TDP were stayed by the High Court, though an FIR was registered against him by the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Now, the details of this particular case cannot be spelt at the moment, as Andhra Pradesh High Court had put a gag order on reporting this case on September 15th. Now, with reference to this particular case, the Chief Minister has written in his letter that the complaint of cheating and crime investigation is stayed on the ground that the money involved in the transaction is repaid by the accused. Every judicial precedent and elementary principle of jurisprudence is violated by such orders with a view to protect the interest of the TDP members. The Chief Minister also accused Justice N.V. Ramana and his cohorts of acting against his government. Stressing on Justice Ramana's alleged proximity to TDP, the Chief Minister in his letter said that I am making this statement with utmost responsibility. I may only bring it to your notice that a former judge of Honorable Supreme Court, Justice Chirameshwar, placed this fact on record with evidence. Now, this is what was written in the letter. He then goes on to refer to the letter written by Justice Ramana to the then CJI, expressing his opinion about the suitability of certain judges for the Andhra Pradesh High Court and how the names coincided with those suggested by the then Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Reddy's note alleged that Justice Ramana helped the Naidu regime handpick at least 6 out of an 11-member panel of the High Court Bar and promoted these 6 people as acting judges. He also spells out the names in the letter. But that's not all. He also alleges that the High Court is being used to destabilize the democratically elected government and that Chandrababu Naidu is using his connection to do so. But why has he alleged so? Apparently, in his just little more than a year's term in the office, YSR Congress government is caught up with multiple legal hurdles. The High Court has passed several orders effectively blocking all the key decisions taken by the YSR government in this particular span. Few decisions like increasing quota of backward classes in local bodies and painting the village secretariat in the same color as YSR Congress party's flag were blocked by the Andhra Pradesh High Court. But the major issue is his ambitious decision of distribution of state capital in 3 different cities that is now caught up in the legal hurdle. After the creation of Telangana, Amravati was proposed to be the new state capital of Andhra Pradesh. However, YSR Jagan Mohan Reddy as Chief Minister scuttled the entire plan, mulling for 3 capitals. Reddy's government had also passed an ordinance reducing the tenure of State Election Commissioner from 5 years to 3 years. Now, the sitting SEC N. Raman Kumar challenged this in the Andhra Pradesh High Court. Well, the other argument is that Jagan is trying to save himself. There is another set of belief, especially among the opposition, that YSR Jagan Mohan Reddy, by raking up the issue and dragging Justice Ramana's name, is trying to save himself ahead of the final hearing of cases against him. Justice Ramana is heading a bench that has recently passed a series of orders to the center, states, union territories and all the high courts to expedite the trial of criminal cases against all the lawmakers, which goes into 4,000 across the country within just a year. Now, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister himself was facing multiple cases under the Prevention of Corruption Act linked to the alleged disproportionate assets. The trials in these cases are pending in the CBI and ED special courts. He was also behind bar for 16 months between 2012 and 2013. He later came out on the bail. As of now, a plea has been filed in the Supreme Court against the press conference conducted by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister's principal advisor seeking ban on such kind of press briefings. Advocate Sunil Kumar Singh, who filed the plea, said that such press briefings against judges should be stopped. He also sought a show cause notice against Jagan Mohan Reddy, asking why suitable action should not be taken against him. He said in the plea, the act and deed of the respondent is an attempt to tarnish the majesty of the highest court of the country. The petitioner contended that Jagan had crossed all the limits prescribed by the Constitution. Meanwhile, the Andhra Pradesh High Court on Monday directed the CBI to probe recent social media posts against its judges and the judiciary to unravel the conspiracy, if at all it exists. The court asked the CBI to take action against any person irrespective of their position if the conspiracy angle is indeed established. Now, in light of the recent developments, one must revisit the remark made by the judges during the contempt hearing of Prashant Bhushan, which is similar to what Justice Ramana had said at another event, and I am stating it to you. Justice Ramana had said that as judges are self-restrained from speaking out in their own defense, they are now being construed as soft targets for criticism. This issue is further complicated by the proliferation of social media and technology, wherein judges are becoming victims of juicy gossip and slanderous social media posts. The question, however, boils down to what will happen next? Will the Supreme Court take any action? What will be the result of Andhra Pradesh High Court's directive to CBI? Is this really a conspiracy to malign the names of judges or a vendetta move by Jagan Mohan Reddy? Not sure when will we get the answers to these questions, but what happened in the controversy is definitely something that India is witnessing for the first time in all these years since independence. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.